What's up, best friend? It's your favorite wellness coach, Coach Drew. I help females reconnect mind, body, and soul so that they can live their best lives. Now, I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram, so I'm going to be looking in both directions. We're going to get right into it. As soon as you come in, go ahead and drop a heart. Let's get moving. So, today's topic is 3 ways to overcome overthinking. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a parent, if you're a CEO, whatever you are, you have faced overthinking of some sort, whether it's what color to wear, how to speak, if I should post, if I should go on reels. What's up, Coach Kimmy? Go ahead and drop a heart. Is my girl Nikki up in here too? Go ahead and drop a heart. Show some love. Follow these guys too. They're amazing coaches. Now, you've overthought so many things that you don't realize it's a pattern now that every time you got to make a decision, you're thinking about it for days, for hours, for minutes, and next thing you know, you're not doing anything, right? So, we're going to talk about 3 ways to overcome overthinking. If you're coming in, go ahead and drop a heart. If you know today you're going to conquer overthinking, go ahead and put an emoji down there. So, the first way, right, is head. What is in your mind? Your belief system is everything, right? If you cannot fix how you think, you are going to have a long road on accomplishing anything. How you think. Drop a number one if you heard me on that one. How you think is the first way. Now, our belief system is in our head. We've been taught to think that I have to always struggle. We've been taught to think that I should not collaborate with people. We've been taught to think only move in silence. How many of you guys have ever heard that? Drop an emoji if you've heard that, right? Move in silence. Don't tell anybody about your dreams. That's one of the most dangerous ways to live because you're going to need people to get to the next level. So, thinking, right? We have to start fixing our belief system. We have to start realizing that I need better thoughts. I need to replace some of the lies that's in my head. Some of the lies is that I cannot succeed unless I have to struggle. I cannot succeed unless I do something illegal. That's a lie. Or I can't succeed unless I get permission from somebody who I'm wanting validation from. Go ahead and drop a one if that resonates with you, right? So we got to fix our thought life, our thinking. That has to be first. I can give you any plan to execute. If your thought life does not work well or does not match with your heart and your hands, you're going to just do it on willpower and that will run out. The second way to do it is to conquer overthinking, is to think, what's in my heart? What's telling me that I can't do what I know I want to do? Am I believing that I'm going to be cocky? Am I believing that I'm going to need everyone's permission? Am I believing that I just don't have it within me? Your heart holds all of your emotions, bitterness, resentment, um, just so many things that we don't realize if we don't get our heart right. Right? I always say everybody who's a coach, who's a leader, should get therapy. Everybody who's a leader or coach should have someone on their roster, someone they can get to talk about what's going on in their heart. So much people are literally just conquered by trauma. Trauma causes overthinking, believe it or not. Put a number two if that resonates with you. Trauma causes overthinking. And why do I say that? Because if you can't get over something that has hurt you, you can't make decisions that are good for you. If you can't get over things that have hurt you, you can't make good decisions, right? For a long time, I could never get over my dad not being there. I hated him for years. I despised him for years. And I didn't realize that that was keeping me stuck in my relationships. It was keeping me stuck in my business. It was keeping me stuck in everything. And I had to get that fixed. So the heart is number two. Get your heart healed. Get on a journey where you start to think about, are these decisions that's in my heart and my emotions, are these holding me back? Or are these allowing me to actually progress in the areas I want to progress? The third one, if you're still with me, go ahead and drop a number one or a number two. The third one is your hands. Instead of just thinking about what could go wrong and what's not going right, I always advise my students, try something. You might get it wrong. Perfectly fine. You might mess up. That's okay. But what you want to do is start taking some actions. And the reason for that is you want to take actions so that you can start getting past the overthinking stage, right? Before we accomplish anything great, right? It starts at the head, through the heart, then it has to come through our hands, which is action. But most people stop at the place where I don't take any action. You got to take action, right? The number one way to overcome overthinking is to go take some action. Even if you're trying to get a $40 million building, probably don't have the money in the bank, right? Cool. The first action may be taking a picture next to the building. The next action might be seeing if you can go inside of the building. If you're still with me, dropping number one. Seeing if you can go inside of the building, seeing if you can just walk around, see if you can vision yourself in the building. If you can't do that, think about one thing I could do to make me put that in my mind. If I put better visions and better thoughts in my mind, it helps me to stop overthinking. So let's recap. Number one is the head. Got to change your patterns to not if it goes wrong. I'm going to start thinking, what if it can go right? What if I try this new thing and it does work out? What if I try this new way of seeing things and it works well for me? Usually we've been so hurt and so traumatized that we stop trying new things and we make a big story out of why we're doing that, which is just a bunch of lies. I'm not gonna hang out with these people because I remember what happened to this person. I remember the last time I tried to lose weight, I messed up. And what we don't do is we don't think we're doing is we're overthinking and we think that we're doing something good for ourselves. The second thing is our heart. I always advocate get a life coach, get a therapist, get a mentor. If you can't afford one, see if you can book one session with them and find out what's in my heart that's causing me to overthink every single decision, right? What's in my heart that's causing me to keep thinking about everything so much that I do nothing? And then the last one, what is stopping me from using my hands, which is taking action? I tell you one thing, if you want to get better at life, if you want to make better decisions, if you want to get further, you got to take more action. You got to take more action. And you don't have the time to keep wasting waiting for the perfect opportunity. There's no perfect mate. There's no perfect opportunity. There's no perfect job. It becomes what you make it. So I hope those three tips help you guys with overthinking your head, your heart, your hands. Replay it and think, what can I do today to stop overthinking all these decisions? What could I actually do today to stop overthinking all of these decisions? And let me know. Take care, guys.